Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaelene and today we are doing my August TBR. So I had a really great reading month in July and I'm hoping August will be just as great. So yeah, I think we should just jump right into the video. I just want to start off with books that I am currently reading right now. They carried over from July into August, so right now I'm currently reading Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I didn't know too much about this novel going in. I loved recursion, so I'm about 25 to 30% into this novel at the time that I'm filming this video, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm also currently reading This Side of Paradise by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I don't know too much about this book. It's a classic. It's F. Scott Fitzgerald's first novel. I'm like 20 pages in. So yeah, just started reading this one by the time that I'm filming this. So we're going to get into the TBR now. I'm going to start off with physical books like always. Now I actually have to keep these physical books really short because I have a lot of ebooks that I want to read this month. The first book I have here is The Lost City of Z by David Grann. This was in one of my TBRs a few months ago and I didn't get to it. Believe it was either for May or June. Can't remember. But basically, this is a non-fiction book, history adventure novel that basically explores how explorer Percy Fawcett got lost in the Amazon, basically how he died and maybe where he might be, what he discovered, what he was doing in the Amazon. So yeah, I've seen the movie to this. Really enjoyed it, so you guys know I love nonfiction, so I'm excited to pick this one up and read it. Hopefully this month I think this will be a perfect kind of summer read because it got that jungle kind of vibe. The next book that I want to read is Elizabeth Peters' Crocodile on the Sandbank. This is actually a pretty popular series that was in the 70s. So this is set in 1884 and follows Amelia Peabody. She's a self-proclaimed spinster. She travels to Egypt. She meets a girl called Evelyn. The two become fast friends. There are mysteries, there's missing mummies, it's just adventure, and there's like a dashing guy, so it's a little bit of a romance, I believe, as well. This just seems like a really good book. This will just be a very quick read, mass market paperback, so easy for me to hold. Thank God for that. But yeah, I just need fast books that are physical this month because I do have so many ebooks that I need to get to. And the last book we have is a thriller. This is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. Oh my god, this book, I bought this secondhand and it smells like a cigarette smoker. Yeah, basically a woman on the train basically spots who she thinks is this perfect couple. And there's a mystery. Honestly, I've seen the movie, so I know of it, but I don't know how to explain it, and I don't want to spoil it. So yeah, I guess I'm excited to read this. It's been one of those thrillers that's been very popular in recent years. I haven't read it yet, so obviously I want to read it, get those big thrillers out of the way. So we're going to move on to ebooks. I have a lot. I have a few arcs that I need to read and get to and get off my neck out of the shelf. So the first one that I'm going to read is The Girl the Sea Gave Back by Adrienne Young. I meant to read this in July. I didn't quite get to it. So I'm going to be reading this like the first week of August. So I had a synopsis in my last TBR video. You can go ahead and check that out. But basically, so The Girl the Sea Gave Back, I don't know a whole lot about. It's a very tricky synopsis. It's not like a simple synopsis. So there's basically this girl as a baby, came from the ocean. There's warring tribes. She has this here ability to see the future, I think. I'm not entirely sure. So the next book I need to read is also an arc. This is The Water Dancer by Ta-Neshi Coates. I still hope I'm pronouncing that right. But anyways, this is a story about a young man, Hiram Walker. He was born into bondage and he possesses a mysterious power, and eventually this power gives him the courage to escape bondage. And yeah, so it's basically a historical fiction book with a magical realism element, and I'm excited for this because it's my first magical realism book. So yeah, and the premise seems really cool and hard-hitting, so I'm excited for this one. The next book that I will be reading is actually a biography. This is Queen Meryl by Erin Carlson. This is also another NetGalley book. So this book basically explores the life of iconic actress and queen Meryl Streep. I am excited for this because I love Meryl Streep. Who doesn't? The woman is like iconic. She's amazing. She's gorgeous. I'm so excited to read this and learn about her life. So the next book that I want to read is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I think a lot of you probably know about this book by now. It's basically a Odyssey retelling, and it focuses on Achilles. I'm excited for this one because I did really like Circe, which, by the way, if you didn't know, is getting its own mini-series, and I'm so stoked for that because that will make an amazing mini-series. So excited. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited to read this. I've been wanting to read this for so long. I need to get to it this month. And because it is August, it's summertime, it's hot, it's the perfect summery environment, I'm going to be reading a few mermaid books again. So the first one that I want to read is Sea Witch by Sara Henning. This is basically a Little Mermaid retelling that's focusing on, well, the Sea Witch, Ursula, although she's not called Ursula in this book, and it's a completely different reimagining, but same vibes. I'm excited for it. I read a sample of it and I really enjoyed it. I'm excited. Can't wait to read that one. I also want to read To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. Basically, this here girl is a princess. She is siren royalty. She's pretty lethal. She takes the hearts of men and stores them away, and then something happens. She gets banished, and it's only until she gets the heart of a siren hunter will she be able to return to her kingdom. Alternatively, the siren hunter, who is also a prince, is hunting sirens, wants to kill them off completely and get rid of their existence, so they go on an adventure together without the prince knowing that the girl he's rescued is this lethal siren. It seems like a good book. A lot of people have said that this is good, so I'm excited for it. It's gonna be one of my first kind of like fantasy magic, so yeah. Excited. And the last book I hope to read, which I know I'm probably not going to get to all these books because I have a problem with big TBRs, but Final Girls by Riley Sager. I've been meaning to read this ever since I bought it. A lot of people have said how good this is. This kind of feels like the perfect summer thriller to be reading. So basically, a college girl who basically survived this here horrific massacre, which there was multiple other massacres that had occurred due to this one person or group or something. Yeah. Basically, someone else who survived one of the other massacres is killed. They fear for their life. Crazy stuff happens. It's pretty much the gist of it, so I'm also excited for that one. There is another book that I do want to read that I don't know if I'm going to get to. It's a non-fiction. I still really want to read it, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it. It's, so this is Deep Freediving Renegade Science and What the Ocean Tells Us About Ourselves by James Nestor. Basically, it's a non-fiction book about freediving, the ocean, sports medicine, mixed with science and human biology and oceanography. You guys know I love the ocean. I love science, so I would like to read that in August. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it though because I got so many other books to read. And my ARCs are of course high priority to read and get done. That is my August TBR. It's quite a few books. I don't know the total amount. I'll put it below. It'll probably scare me and I know I won't be able to get them all read. I guess that's all for now. So if you enjoyed this video, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will leave my Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter linked in the description so you can go ahead and follow me. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!